ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you know what? This needs to be a grand reveal. Let's get some sound going. Let's get some cheers going. Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, your new general manager of Hot Pro Wrestling.
Well, Deuce, we've been waiting all night. Apparently, the time has arrived. Who's going to be the new general manager of Hot Pro Wrestling?
Wait a minute! It's Gun Show! Yo! Yo!
Gun Show, the 500-pound monster Gun Show, is the new general manager of Hot Pro Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been some time since we have seen Gun Show. Now he's back, and he's the boss, baby. I can't wait to see what comes next.
I can't say that I saw this one coming, but Gun Show named the new GM. And I guess with Henry Witt III out of action with that concussion from Brick Savage tonight, it seems like Gun Show is running the show.
Man, look. It's about to get real hectic in here. If y'all know Gun Show, you know he all about that life. He all about that life. I don't know why he's shaking hands, because he's a bad man, Jack.
A Gun Show. Oh yeah, I still can't believe I'm saying the new general manager of Hot Pro Wrestling enters the ring, and I guess we're gonna hear from the new man in charge.
Yeah, the inmates are officially running the asylum.
Gun Show! Congratulations, Gun Show!
That's what it's about right there. That's what it's about right there.
Waco, Texas? Jim the cameraman. Hey, welcome to the Gun Show.
Gun Show! Gun Show! Gun Show! Gun Show! Gun Show!
Hey, how about this guy? Standing, guys, it's almost 100 degrees out there. Bosky, New Road. Is that what it was? Standing out there spinning signs.
How they afford to pay the? I seen them when I pulled in. I was asked how much they paying you, dog. You better not be getting up more than enough.
That man's been out in the sun all day. Last year before last, I was wrestling pretty frequently here at HOT, Waco, Austin. And lately, I've been backstage. Some of you guys have seen me wearing a headset, walking around, helping out these young cats. Well, it looks like staff needs some help too. You see, 2 years ago, I was in this ring with Brick Savage. At Aftermath last year, Brick Savage clotheslined me, pinned me, and I went to the back. And I knew, I said to myself, Brick Savage is a beast. What was that? He's a beast. He's one of the strongest competitors I've ever been in this ring with. And then last year at Mega Brawl, Brick Savage won the biggest Rumble in HOT history. And that very night, he cashed in and became HOT champion. And after he beat and walked out with that hot championship, I said, Brick Savage has gone from beast to champion. And then this January, I saw something change. You see, there's a lot of pressure when you walk around with the hot championship.
The belt changes it.
It does. And ever since January, Brick's had a change of attitude. And I've watched Brick lay out security. I've watched Brick lay out Matt Andrews. And last month, you guys watched it, Brick Savage lay out the president, Henry Witt. Henry Witt called me, he said, Gun, HOT has a Brick Savage problem.
That's the truth. We need to exterminate.
And we talked. And now, I signed a deal, 6 months minimum, to be the hot general manager to make sure that Brick Savage doesn't put his hand on staff members, referees, and wrestlers he's not in the ring against again. So Brick Savage, while HOT might have a Savage problem, you now have a gun show problem. And you might be asking yourself, hey, we're 3 matches in, where's Brick? Usually Brick's over there selling you guys t-shirts, holding his belts. I told Brick, my first order of business, he can only be out here twice. Intermission and his main event match tonight against Terrale Tempo. And you listen, Brick, I know you're in the parking lot watching. If you decide to put your hands on anybody tonight that you're not signed to go against or is not on the HOT roster, you will forfeit that championship. And this goes for everybody. You want to fight somebody, you fight me. I'll fight you all day. And one more thing. See, tonight, Prince Alexander and Brick Savage have a match. And the winner of that match is going to walk out of the Lion's Den tonight as the hot champion. And then next month, July 27th, right here for Tainted Glory, one of the flagship shows of HOT Wrestling. A show where I went through the ring a couple years ago. You guys remember that? Yeah! And I will, before I leave this building tonight, I will name the next challenger for whoever the hot champion is next month at Tainted Glory. So you boys in the back, you've been put on notice. Tonight, the new #1 contender gets named. Compliments.
Well, our new general manager, Gunshow, laying down the law to Brick Savage, to the Hot Pro locker room. But, well, here's somebody who I'm sure has a whole lot of interest in who this #1 contender Gunshow is going to name is Terrell Tempo, making his way out here.
Yes! Terrell Tempo was in the building. He comes to your boy Gunshow coming out here, talking about everything he gonna do to Brick. But last time we seen him with Brick, didn't he just say he retired him? Now he's gotta look eye to eye with the man, Terrell Tempo. Talk tough now, homie. Talk tough now.
Deuce, did you hear him?
Hey, he talking spicy, OG.
Who's the #1 contender?
That would be you. That would be you.
Well, it sounds like the crowd here at the Waco Lions Inn Event Center doesn't quite agree.
They're stupid.
Facts.
It's okay.
Facts.
It's me.
Star tests have never been lower in this city.
And this is what I'm saying. Why do you even have to come out here and put on this whole speech? I'm the new GM. Everybody love me.
Hey, shut up. We love him better than you.
Sit down, little girl. So this is what else I gotta say to you. Right now, I'm gonna give you a chance to possibly be the best GM you can be, and just name me #1 contender right now.
Sounds fake.
Hey,
Very reasonable, man.
Silence. Shut up while he names me the #1 contender.
Well, I don't know if Terrell Tempo's who Gunshow had in mind or not, but Tempo making sure that it is.
Whatever he's thinking, he don't want his thoughts on the map. You better be cool.
Get this too.
God, he gotta go through Tiger Pass first.
Are you ready for the coronation, young man?
I don't know about you, but I hate being interrupted. But what I got to say is Terrell Tempo for the last 10 years has been one of the most premier names in Texas wrestling. Terrell Tempo has stepped in the ring this year with Brick Savage, took him to the limit.
That's right, he lost to Caven.
But he did lose to Cavens. And Cavens hasn't been beat since.
Exactly.
He could be on my radar. He got Carter. But I tell you what, I'm a fair man.
You see this?
Tempo.
I'm not sure if this is going to go the way Terrell Tempo was hoping or not.
It better. It better.
I don't think you hear him. There's about 100 people yelling Carter.
Carter.
I'll tell you what, Tempo. I'm not going to say no. Matter of fact, what I'll do, you have a former champion right now. I'll sit over there. Deuce, Tyler, scoot over. I'll watch your match. I'll be watching every match. And if you beat JoJo Bravo, it's going to be hard for me to say no.
Well, Terrell Tempo, he didn't get a no, but apparently the new GM is about to come join us to watch this next match, as Terrell Tempo is about to go one-on-one with a former Hot Pro champion in Tiger Pants, JoJo Bravo, who is making his way out here right now.
Can you say easy work? I was getting ready to criticize Gunn. Then he threw the oop. He out here looking like a young GP. He out here looking like a young Jason Kidd. He threw the oop because JoJo Bravo ain't got no smoke for Terrell Tempo. And here he comes. Here comes our new general manager, if that's what you want to call him.
But as Tiger Pants, JoJo Bravo makes his way out here, set to go one-on-one with Terrell Tempo. Tempo wanted to be named #1 contender. He's got a not yet, as our new general manager, Gun Show, is right here with us, gonna watch on and see what happens here with Tiger Pants and Terrell Tempo.
You guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we hear you.
Congratulations, GM.
Hey, appreciate you, Tyler. Deuce. All right. Appreciate you, Tyler.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know I'm going to ask the hard questions. You know I'm going to ask the hard-hitting questions. I want to know, since you got a problem with Terrell Tempo and Brick Savage, the last time we saw Tiger Pants in the ring with Brick Savage, what was the outcome? I rest my case. I'm the Stephen A. of this over here.
I've been in a ring with JoJo Bravo. Matter of fact, JoJo was my last match here in Waco at Bash on the Brazos. The first ever sold-out show where we had to turn people away. There is not a smarter wrestler in Texas, pound for pound, than JoJo Bravo. And I think Tempo should took a few more minutes in the back where he interrupted me in my first night.
Tiger Pants, JoJo Bravo, one of the most technically gifted competitors, not just in the state of Texas, but anywhere. Of course, a former Hot Pro champion himself. And now Terrell Tempo looking to impress the new GM here, who is watching on right here with us. Terrell Tempo, Tiger Pants, about to lock it up. Tempo backing up into the corner.
I see you're throwing softballs, kissing behind over here. So I'm going to be the guy to ask the new boss what's really going on.
Well, you do that.
Because he's talking about how smart JoJo Bravo. I didn't know that a Mensa membership came with hands. So I want to know this. You've been there with Brick Savage, true or false?
A couple times, yeah.
Couple times. Did you not just say in there that Brick was the one that made you realize maybe it's time to go on the other side of the game?
Hey, he's not the last one. The last match was JoJo, but Brick is absolutely the strongest individual I've ever encountered in the ring, and I respect him for that. But then he became a bully. Where I'm from, bullies get bullied.
Gun, I know you, dog. I know you from the hood, so I'm gonna let that go. I remember when you was taking everybody lunch and all that, so I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna relax right now, because you done changed on me. You done changed, you ain't the same gun that we used to know back in the day. I remember I needed some toys. My man Gun said, yo, what size? But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Well, after what Brick Savage did, the Hot Pro owner, Henry Witt III, last month, dropping him with that DDT. Of course, Henry still suffering the symptoms from the concussion he received. Thus, the need for our new general manager, Gun Show, who I don't know that Brick Savage will be able to manhandle you quite like he did Henry.
No, and that's exactly why I'm here. I mean, trust me, when we were discussing pay, there's a comma involved for a reason. I understand it's a hazardous job, but that's why I'm here. I've been doing this for 20 years now.
Tiger Pants now looking for the cover on Tempo. Tempo powers him right back up, but JoJo Bravo keeping him down on the mat, and Gun Show, you said before the end of the night, you're going to name the #1 contender for Tate and Glory in July. Could Tiger Pants with a victory here put himself back into contention for another shot at Brick Savage or Prince Alexander?
I have already talked to everybody that's here tonight in the locker room, introducing myself. Everyone knows who I am, but I told them I'm on the hunt. So what we saw earlier, Vin Parker, Deli Cavins going 15 minutes, I'm telling you right now, both those guys are on the cutting board for me selecting them as the #1 contender next month. I mean, Cavins is fast, and if you're going to beat Brick Savage, it's probably not going to be with strength. It's going to have to be with speed and intelligence. Vin Parker is just chiseled. He's a genius in the ring. And we've even seen Demo Diamond and Stevie, and I know if it's personal for anybody, it's personal for Stevie. So there's no one here tonight that I have not considered and am not considering to face Brick Savage. And unfortunately, I have to be honest, Terrell Tempo is at the top of the list.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted, because you said a whole lot of names, but let's be honest. When it comes to domination here in HOT, when you look at it, right there in the dictionary is a picture of Terrell Tempo. True or false?
He has been a champion everywhere he's gone for 10, 15 years plus. Has been in here with some of the biggest names in Texas wrestling history, has worked under some of the biggest names in pro wrestling history. He's been all around the country, the world. I get it. He's good. He knows it. And unfortunately, he's cocky about it. I can almost respect that. So the only thing he doesn't got going for him is he interrupted me. I don't like that. I don't play those games.
Terrell Tempo reigned as the network champion for quite a long time. He had an undefeated streak going. Looked like a very dominant champion on his way to the top, and he had ended up going face-to-face with Brick Savage. It didn't quite go the way Terrell Tempo was hoping, but he's trying to get back up there. He's made his intentions clear. That's where he wants to be, and a win over Tiger Pants, JoJo Bravo here would go a long way towards making Terrell Tempo that #1 contender.
Yeah, and I don't think your boy Gunn did him any favors, because all he did was make Terrell Tempo, look at him, popping right back. All he did was make that man mad. That's all he did.
Beautiful vertical suplex from Tempo, pops right back to his feet.
And these fans, I don't get it. They need to pay homage. They don't know greatness when they see it. This man only has 2 losses here at Hot. Your boy Ken Carter got 2 the last time he even walked out his house.
There's nobody home on the elbow. And Tiger Pants with the roll-up, not quite able to keep Terrell Tempo down.
And look at him, catching him like a child. You know what I'm saying? Looking like he played with his kid in the pool.
Tiger Pants, caught coming off the top rope, power slam from Terrell Tempo, just planted. Tiger Pants, this might be the end. Oh, but luckily for JoJo Bravo, he was close enough to reach out and grab that bottom rope.
I mean, he's a ring veteran. He knows where he is at all times in that ring. You know what I'm saying? That is still JoJo Bravo. I give him a lot of hell. I'm not gonna lie. He showed me something as a man when he went in there with Brick. He stood tall, he accepted the fade, and he did what he had to do. Now, coming out here against Terrell Tempo, I'm starting to question that whole smart thing our new general manager said about him.
The Tiger Pants now back on the defensive here as Tempo just wiped him out with that uppercut. Terrell Tempo stalking his opponent, now pulling Tiger Pants back up.
And I'd like to ask our new GM, where do you stand on this robbery, this travesty that we saw in that title match earlier? Because Vin Parker clearly won that title.
I mean, I'll have to check the tape. It looked pretty clean to me. I can see officials here at Hot Pro Wrestling. I think it was a draw. I would have liked to see him go another 10 minutes, but at some point, the show must go on. And it looked like those guys are ready for some oxygen.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something, Doug. You know in your day, if somebody had cheated you like that, you slapped everybody on the way back to the back, all right? You done changed. I see you losing weight. You understand? You're wearing, you know what I'm saying? Smoker, you're wearing, I see you in some skinny jeans. You done changed on me, Gun.
Oh, okay.
I see you in the skinny jeans with the ladies in the drop top. Hey. I see you.
Oh, Gun, I'm sure that sleeper hold Tiger Pants has on Tempo here probably looks familiar to you. You talked about the last time you were in the ring. It was this sleeper hold from JoJo Bravo that took you down, and he's trying to do the same to Terrell Tempo.
Yeah, I haven't recovered since. I've watched him use the same sleeper on Ozzy. I watched him try to use it on Brick Savage last month. He has mastered it. I mean, you see these guys on our roster flipping around, jumping off ropes. There's nothing like esophagus and windpipes.
Look at this. Paying dividends from Terrell Tempo. Hooks the leg, and that is going to be a win
I hope you
for
were paying
Terrell Tempo.
attention. I hope you're paying attention.
But with that victory, Terrell Tempo has stated his case to our new general manager, Gun Show.
Yes!
Well, down. Tempo just took out the referee. He just dropped Manny for some reason.
And look at him, staying right at Gun. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think it's close. That's the #1 contender. That is the future of 8HOT. Terrell Tempo.
So you heard Gun Show earlier. He said he was going to take Tempo into consideration sometime before the end of tonight's Sunday night's UltraSlam. Our new general manager, Gun Show, is going to name a new #1 contender as Terrell Tempo.
He yoking him up.
Now he's choking out Tiger Pants with his own
He was
headband.
mind his business. He been messing with Terrell Tempo, hating on him.
Yeah,
Putting salt in the game.
Carl
it's already
Knight
delicious.
took himself out of this match. Carl Knight said he was not going to referee Terrell Tempo's match here tonight to try to squash whatever it was that was going on between them we saw last month. But
ladies and gentlemen, the #1 contender. I told him, dog. He's in. Big dummy. Yeah, big dummy. Red Fox voice.
Terrell Tempo
Big dummy.
over here.
Yeah.